Born into one of America's wealthiest media dynasties, James Cox Chambers could have easily rested on his laurels. Instead, he chose to forge his own path, trading boardrooms for farmlands and corporate strategies for sustainable agriculture. A passionate advocate for the environment and social justice, Chambers embodies a unique blend of privilege and purpose, using his position to champion causes that affect us all, while getting his hands dirty in the soil of his beloved Georgia farm. In the annals of American business and culture, few stories are as compelling as that of James Cox Chambers. Born into a family that built a media empire, Chambers has forged a path uniquely his own, one that weaves together the worlds of art, activism, and agriculture. To understand James Cox Chambers, we must first delve into the rich history of the Cox family and the empire they built. Our story begins in 1898 with James M. Cox, great-grandfather of our subject. A former school teacher and reporter, Cox purchased the Dayton Daily News for $26,000, a considerable sum at the time. This bold move would prove to be the cornerstone of a media empire that would span generations. James M. Cox had a keen eye for opportunity and a passion for journalism. He saw the power of the press to inform and influence, and he was determined to build something lasting. Cox's ambitions extended beyond the realm of newspapers. In 1934, he ventured into the burgeoning field of radio, purchasing WHIO in Dayton. This diversification proved prescient, setting the stage for the company's future growth into various forms of media and communication. But James M. Cox wasn't content with business success alone. He had a passion for public service that led him into politics. He served as governor of Ohio for 3 terms and even ran for president of the United States in 1920, with Franklin D. Roosevelt as his running mate. While Cox lost the presidential election to Warren G. Harding, his campaign brought national attention to issues like labor rights and America's role on the world stage. It also forged a lasting friendship with FDR, who would go on to become one of America's most influential presidents. As the years passed, leadership of the growing Cox Enterprises passed to James M. Cox Jr., grandfather of James Cox Chambers. Under his stewardship, the company continued to expand and adapt to changing times. In 1948, Cox Jr. oversaw the launch of WHIO-TV, one of Ohio's first television stations. This move into television broadcasting proved to be another watershed moment for the company, positioning it at the forefront of the new medium that would come to dominate American culture in the latter half of the 20th century. The Cox family's ability to anticipate and adapt to changes in media technology was remarkable. From newspapers to radio to television, they always seemed to be one step ahead. But James M. Cox Jr.'s vision extended beyond traditional media. In 1964, he led the company's expansion into the cable television industry, a move that would prove enormously profitable in the coming decades. Under Cox Jr.'s leadership, Cox Enterprises also began to diversify beyond media. In 1965, the company acquired its first car dealership, laying the groundwork for what would become a significant presence in the automotive services industry. This diversification strategy was brilliant. It insulated the company from the ups and downs of any single industry and set the stage for tremendous growth. By the time James Cox Chambers was born in the late 1950s, Cox Enterprises was already a formidable business empire. But the family's influence extended beyond the boardroom. The Cox family was known for its philanthropic efforts, supporting education, healthcare, and the arts in the communities where they operated. It was into this world of media, business, and philanthropy that James Cox Chambers was born. As a child, he was exposed to the workings of a major corporation but also to the family's tradition of giving back to the community. The Cox family seemed to emphasize the importance of using their resources for the greater good. It's a value that was instilled in James from a young age. But James Cox Chambers would chart a course that diverged from the traditional path of a business heir. In the late 1970s, he enrolled at Bard College, a liberal arts institution in New York's Hudson Valley, known for its progressive approach to education. This self-deprecating humor, evident in a commencement speech Chambers gave at Bard in later years, hints at a journey of self-discovery that wasn't always straightforward. At Bard, Chambers explored various disciplines, initially avoiding science and math courses. This pivotal moment illustrates Chambers' openness to learning and his ability to find unexpected connections between disciplines, in this case, between art and science. It's a trait that would serve him well in his later pursuits. After Bard, Chambers made his way to New York City, where he immersed himself in the vibrant arts scene of the 1980s and 90s. While details of this period are scarce, it's clear that his passion for creativity and expression continued to grow. James was always more interested in the creative process than in the business side of things. He had a keen eye for emerging talent and a real passion for supporting artists. But the pull of the land was strong, and eventually, Chambers found himself drawn back to his southern roots. He established himself as a farmer in Georgia, embracing sustainable agriculture and viticulture. Go figure. I had an aha moment that there is beauty and art within math and science, which in a very circuitous way led me to farming, and today reconnected me to my hippie southern mama boy's roots. It led me back to learning and feeling the mystically sensuous soil, dirt of Mother Earth. This connection to the earth seems to have deepened Chambers' commitment to environmental and social causes. His commencement speech at Bard in 2022 revealed a man deeply concerned with climate change, social justice, and political engagement. Climate change, climate devastation, Roe v. Wade derailed by a Supreme Court with 3 justices selected by the former host of Celebrity Apprentice. January 6th, the concerted effort to withdraw and eliminate centuries and decades fought and won for voting rights for all. James doesn't just talk the talk. His farm is a model of sustainable agriculture. He's always experimenting with new techniques to reduce environmental impact while maintaining productivity. Chambers' passion for these issues is palpable, as is his frustration with the slow pace of progress. But rather than giving in to despair, he channels this energy into action and encourages others to do the same. We gotta fix this world, y'all, and that's what I'm gonna say. I look forward to reading the brilliance of your senior project titles. We are in the presence of your greatness. Go to it. Be creative, be relentless, don't take no for an answer. Today, James Cox Chambers continues to balance his roles as an heir to a media fortune, a working farmer, and an outspoken advocate for social and environmental causes. He serves on the board of Cox Enterprises, helping to guide the company into the 21st century while staying true to his principles. James brings a unique perspective to the board. He's not afraid to challenge conventional thinking, especially when it comes to sustainability and social responsibility. Under the leadership of James Cox Chambers and his generation, Cox Enterprises has continued to evolve. The company has made significant investments in clean technology and sustainable businesses, reflecting Chambers' environmental concerns. In recent years, Cox Enterprises has expanded into new areas like esports and digital media, while maintaining its strong presence in traditional media, automotive services, and communications. The company's revenue has grown to over $20 billion annually, making it one of the largest private companies in the United States. But for James Cox Chambers, business success is just one part of a larger picture. His life serves as a reminder that our paths are rarely straight, and that true fulfillment often comes from embracing our diverse passions and using our platforms to affect positive change. Go Raptors! As Chambers cheers on the Bard College mascot, we're reminded of the importance of education, critical thinking, and community engagement, values that have shaped his life and continue to inspire others. In a world facing unprecedented challenges, figures like James Cox Chambers remind us of the power of individuals to make a difference. By bridging the worlds of business, art, and activism, he offers a model for engaged citizenship in the 21st century. As we face an uncertain future, perhaps we would do well to heed Chambers' advice. Be creative, be relentless, don't take no for an answer. The world is waiting for your greatness. The next few decades will be crucial for our planet. We need more people like James Cox Chambers who understand the urgency of our environmental challenges and are willing to use their resources and influence to drive change. As we conclude our journey through the life of James Cox Chambers, we're left with a portrait of a man who has used his inherited privilege as a platform for positive change. From the boardrooms of a media empire to the furrows of a sustainable farm, Chambers continues to write his own unique chapter in the Cox family legacy.
Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe for more Billionaire Bio videos and to help the YouTube algorithm. Let us know if there are any billionaires you'd like us to review.